In the next 10 minutes, your life could change forever. I know what you're thinking. How can just 10 minutes change the next 7 years? But think about it. What if, in the time it takes you to scroll through social media, I could show you something that redefines your goals, rewires your mindset, and pushes you toward a future you never thought possible? Stay with me. This isn't another quick fix video. This is about real, lasting change, because in just 10 minutes, you can learn the tools that can turn the next 7 years into the most transformative period of your life. And hey, if I'm wrong, there's always time to get back to the cat memes. But I have a feeling you won't want to. Part 1: The Power of Vision. Let me start by asking you this: do you have a vision for your future? Not just vague wishes, but a clear and powerful vision that pulls you forward, even when times get tough? Most people don't. They drift through life without a destination. And you know what happens when you do that? Life chooses for you. The first key to shaping the next 7 years is understanding the power of vision. Now, close your eyes for a second and picture it. What does your dream life look like? Think about it in vivid detail. Where are you living? What are you doing for work? Who are you spending your time with? Without a vision, you can't direct your energy. And here's a secret: the clearer the vision, the stronger the pull. And no, I'm not talking about that generic dream of being rich and happy. Be specific. Dream bigger, but also dream smarter. But even with a powerful vision, nothing will change if you don't put it into motion. That's where the next key comes in. Part 2: The Power of Small Habits. Here's a truth that most people don't want to hear: your life is the sum of your daily habits. Not the big leaps or giant successes, but the small, often overlooked actions you take every single day. These are the bricks that build the foundation of your future. Think about your current habits for a second. Every time you hit snooze, every time you skip the gym, or avoid that project you've been putting off, you're choosing short-term comfort over long-term growth. But here's the good news: small changes compound just as fast. What if you committed to replacing just one bad habit with a positive one? Imagine the ripple effect that would have over the next 7 years. The key to success isn't radical change. It's the power of small, consistent actions that build momentum. And I'll let you in on a secret: success isn't about motivation, it's about discipline. So next time you think about skipping that task, just ask yourself this: am I building my dream, or am I delaying it? But even with small habits, there's another factor that will decide whether you truly change your life: how willing are you to step into discomfort? Part 3: Embrace discomfort. Here's something we don't like to talk about: discomfort. We all want success, but few of us are willing to face the uncomfortable truths that come with growth. Let me be clear: the life you want is just outside your comfort zone. Every time you shy away from a challenge, every time you choose the easy path, you're reinforcing the limits of your current life. But those who achieve greatness, they embrace the discomfort. They know that fear and uncertainty are signs that they're pushing boundaries and growing. Imagine this: think about a time you took a risk, a moment where you stepped into something uncomfortable. Maybe it was a job interview, a difficult conversation, or a new skill you were afraid to learn. At that moment, you were terrified. But once you pushed through, didn't it feel empowering? That's growth. Every time you face discomfort, you expand your potential. And guess what? The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Until, of course, you become that person who thrives in chaos while the rest of us are still trying to figure out what's happening. So ask yourself, are you willing to be uncomfortable today to live your dream tomorrow? Or will you let the next 7 years look exactly like the last? Part 4: The Power of Accountability. You can have the vision. You can build the habits. You can even embrace discomfort. But without accountability, most of us slip back into old patterns. That's the next key: accountability. Find someone to hold you accountable. A mentor, a friend, a coach, someone who will challenge you when you make excuses, and encourage you when you want to give up. When you're accountable to someone else, you're far less likely to fall into the trap of complacency. Think about it. How many times have you made a promise to yourself, only to break it because no one else knew? Accountability changes that. It makes you honor your word because someone is expecting you to show up. And when you honor your word, something incredible starts to happen. Part 5: Celebrate wins and build momentum. The final key is something most people overlook: celebrate your small wins. We often focus so much on the destination that we forget to acknowledge the progress along the way. But here's the truth: every small step toward your goal is a victory, and victories build momentum. Did you replace a bad habit with a good one today? Celebrate that. Did you step out of your comfort zone? Celebrate that. These small celebrations reinforce progress and make it easier to stay consistent. It's not the big accomplishments that keep you going, it's the small, consistent wins that remind you that you're on the right path. And the more you celebrate, the more you build momentum. And with that momentum, something amazing happens. You'll realize that the person you're becoming is far more powerful than you ever imagined. So here's the big question: are you ready to take control of the next 7 years? It's not about luck, and it's not about waiting for the right time. You have the power right now. With a clear vision, small habits, embracing discomfort, accountability, and celebrating your wins, you have everything you need to transform your future. The only thing left is for you to take action. Your future self is counting on you. Don't let them down.